Much. Shimpi sir, request to join. ठीक है सर, अभी आप कंटिन्यू कीजिए। अभी नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं, थैंक यू। ठीक है, आप स्टार्ट करो।
लास्ट में ठीक है पढ़े।
We are distributing a voucher of our commitment, what we are doing from last 2 years from Advantage Vidarbha, and we want everyone to be a part of it and continue the process as usual. Please, ma'am, आप continue कीजिए।
Well, we all are a little bit luckier this time. And the only reason is कि आज aviation industry के बारे में हम जितनी भी बातें करने वाले हैं, our minister, our honorable minister, Nitin Ji Gadkari is also going to join us in the coming 5 minutes. So I really want you all to tighten up your seat belts and get a little bit excited because we are going to have him together on the stage. And also, meanwhile, I just wanted to tell you all that today we also have a Wing Commander, Jaidev Desai sir, as one of the speakers. Apart from this, मुझे नहीं पता आप लोग यहाँ पर मौजूद थे या नहीं थे, पर अगर आप नहीं थे तो आपने definitely एक बहुत अच्छा मौका मिस कर दिया है. From 4 o'clock to 4:30, we actually did an inauguration of Aero Sports Venture here at Khasdar Mahotsav. और इसमें ही hot air balloon का भी inauguration किया गया. 4:30 onwards, we are going to have amazing speakers from the aviation industry, and all of them have come from different corners of our country. मैं समझ के चलती हूँ कि आप सब लोग ये पूरे सेशन से मैक्सिमम लेकर जाएंगे क्योंकि एविएशन इंडस्ट्री थोड़ी सी अनटच्ड है. हम लोग एज अ लेमैन इस इंडस्ट्री के बारे में बिल्कुल भी अवेयर नहीं है. तो जो भी स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पे रहे, आई कैन सी अ लॉट ऑफ यंग फेसेस ऑल्सो. Try taking as much as information as you can because it is said that knowledge is never wasted. लोगे ना knowledge? हाँ, good, okay, all right. So now let's begin. And I'm like really happy to invite Mr. Ujjwal Bambil sir, the conveyor, and Mr. Vishal Bangre sir for the opening remarks. So please come on the stage.
Thank you, Sneha, and we are pleased to have you here. My request to all of you that thank you very much, first of all, for joining us in this aviation sector. It's a booming sector every time, and from last 2 years, we're working here as aviators and try to create miracles in these sessions. So you might have observed that as an inaugural speech or inaugural intimation, I'm just giving you all delegates who are sitting here, please give them a big applause that they had joined with us. And they had come from long way, from maybe from Chandigarh, from Delhi, from Bangalore, from Chennai, and all over the India just to make this session a fruitful session and give innovators direction, investors to give a vision that how aviation is growing worldwide. In this session, we will be covering maximum areas in how the research is going on, what we had done in last 2 or 3 odd years in the aviation in Nagpur and Vidarbha, and how we are growing with our flying wings and what exact the vision of it. So here you might have seen that as a entrepreneurs, you have lot of vision. As a student, you have lot of vision. Maybe as a investor, you will have a vision that what is aviation is all about. So that's why we had written here that it's a Vision 2025 as a launch pad, a Vidarbha to be a aviation hub. So we are wanting here to make this this land with an aviation hub and want to grow in folds that each and everyone should enjoy aviation not only by their work to remove the stress they can enjoy as a aero activity, aero sports. They can have entertainment in aviation. They may have a research in aviation. They may have a defense technology involving each and every sector where is touched by the aviation nowadays. And the fuel or a structure or a component, whatever we are working, we want you all to join hands together and make this session a fruitful session. Thank you very much. Thank you all for joining us. And I would like to invite my delegates further to enlighten you how the aviation sector is growing.
मुझे बचपन में पापा हमेशा कहते थे कि यार स्नेहा प्लीज़ तू पायलट बन जाना या हो सकता है तो एयर होस्टेस बन जा. और टू बी ऑनेस्ट मैं एक दिन फ्रैटफिड करके एक इंस्टीट्यूट है, फ्रेंचाइजी इंस्टीट्यूट है, इफ़ यू गाइज मस्ट बी नोइंग अबाउट इट. वहाँ पर एयर होस्टेस को डेवलप किया जाता है, उनका कोर्स किया जाता है वहाँ पर. मैं वहाँ चली तो गई एक दिन और मैंने कहा यार देखो मेरा बड़ा मन कर रहा है एयर होस्टेस बनने का, प्लीज़ मुझे बता दो कैसे बनते हैं. अब उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि स्नेहा ये टारगेट होता है, इनफैक्ट ये क्राइटेरिया होता है दैट यू हैव टू बी इन द ब्रैकेट. आपका जो वेट है उस ब्रैकेट, वो जो ब्रैकेट है वेट ब्रैकेट, दैट हैज़ टू बी फ्रॉम 45 टू 55. अगर आप उतने वेट ब्रैकेट में आते हो और अगर आपकी हाइट 5 फीट 5 इंचेस से ज़्यादा है तो देन यू आर सुटेबल फॉर इट. मैंने कहा मैडम देखो 5 फीट 5 इंचेस तो थोड़ा सा डाइसी लग रहा है, आप कैलकुलेट कर लो, शायद 1-2 इंच कम होगा. तो उन्होंने कहा ठीक है स्नेहा थोड़ा मैनेज कर लेंगे. मैंने कहा ठीक है मैनेज कर लो. उस दिन तो मैंने पापा को कहा यार पापा चलो अब फाइनली आपकी बेटी ट्रैवल करेगी. और पता नहीं हर बार जब मैं अपने टेरेस पर जाकर खड़ी होती थी तो आई ऑलवेज यूज टू सी दोज हाई फ्लाइंग एयरप्लेन्स इन द स्काई एंड आई यूज टू से बाय एवरीबडी. और मुझे लगता था हाँ सही में पायलट और सारे पैसेंजर्स मुझे बाय भी कर रहे होंगे, पर हालांकि कभी ऐसा हुआ नहीं. बट टुडे आई एम ग्लैड दैट आई एम सिटिंग एंड आई एम स्टैंडिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ ऑल ऑफ देम हु आर the legends in this aviation industry. Can we please give them a big round of applause? थोड़ा जोर से और जोर से. Amazing, amazing. बहुत खुशकिस्मत होते हैं हम जैसे लोग जिन्हें इन लोगों से बात करने का मौका मिलता है. कितने सारे स्टूडेंट्स तो आज भी ऐसे कॉलेजेस में जिन्हें पता नहीं बहुत इच्छा होती है एविएशन के बारे में समझने की, पर वो शायद आप सब लोगों तक के नहीं पहुंच पाते. बट टुडे इज द टाइम एवरीबडी. सो विद दिस लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस द फर्स्ट गेस्ट स्पीकर दैट वी हैव टुडे अमंगस्ट अस. He is a professor and the head of Department of Aerospace Engineering at Chandigarh University, and also he has done his PhD in Aerospace Engineering. उनके कुछ रिसर्च के कीन इंटरेस्ट्स है, ध्यान से सुनना. एक कि उनको एरोस्पेस के स्ट्रक्चर्स बड़े पसंद है. दूसरा कि उन्हें कंप्यूटेशनल फ्लूइड डायनामिक्स में वो एक्सपर्ट माने जाते हैं. तीसरा दैट ही लव्स एरोडायनामिक्स. और चौथा कि उन्हें एरोस्पेस प्रोपल्शन बड़ा पसंद है. एट लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट एक्सपीरियंस, हर एक इंसान एक्सपर्ट बनता है उसके एक्सपीरियंस की वजह से. इस शख्स का एक्सपीरियंस इतना इंसाइटफुल है, इतना इम्प्रेसिंग है, ध्यान से सुनना. Teaching, he has done his teaching and research experience in aerospace engineering. He has also published research papers in national and international journals. And also he has supervised students' projects and thesis. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have him as one of the NASA's patent holder. Let's give a big round of applause for Dr. Dharmendra Singh Chandji. So we are happy to have you here. Please take over the stage.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, beautiful audience, those who are keen and patient to listen, various speakers across the country and keen to know what is happening in the field of aerospace engineering and what are the advances till now taken place in the aerospace engineering. As you know, everybody in this country has a dream to be a good aviator. Nowadays, the growth among the students And the passion among the students is about drones. That is nothing but the technology of an aerospace engineering. And the aerospace engineering, it comes, there are many components in aerospace engineering. Aerodynamics, aircraft structures or aerospace structures. As we are advancing towards structure world, we want to have our structure as light as possible. And then, of course, we have to fly also. So propulsion system is the one of the key and the heart of aerospace engineering, where you pump your fuel and you get your thrust. So, shall I give presentation now also, or I have to give later?
You can do later also.
Okay. So, convener Saab is telling me I can give presentation, whatever research I have done so far. So I won't take much time. I will take 2 minutes of yours, because there are various speakers, those who want to talk also. So you should listen to them also. So nowadays, most of the kids, they want to fly. When we are kid, we are seeing something flying, even if it is bird also, because we have learned from the bird. Everything has come from the bird. Whatever we are doing in the aviation technology, our aircraft is mainly, the idea is bird, how it can fly and why we are not can fly. So that idea we have developed from the bird, and now we are soaring new and new heights by the virtue of our technology and by the virtue of our passion, what our students are, a budding student is seeing. Whenever you are joining aviation sector, my first thing is that chase your dreams. There are several people who will come across, those who will tell you in aerospace, no future is there. But believe me, I will tell you, I can tell in India there are 250 aviation sector companies, organization which can employ you. But until and unless you should have skill. Skill is the most important parameter of your life, which can zeal your life and you can chase your dreams, what I was saying before that. So chase your dreams. There are enough opportunity in aviation sector, whether it is maintenance, we call generally MRO, or we call it research and analysis. There are various sectors which will employ you. So chase your dreams. So thank you so much inviting me here and giving me an opportunity. Later part, I will talk about my research, what we have done in the research and what we can do and what India is capable of doing. So thank you. Thanks a lot inviting me here, and thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your delightful words. And surely we will see your research and everything when we have a discussion session, and we'll try to understand thoroughly how the system runs. So next step is with ma'am. We'll continue.
All right. The next individual that we have here today amongst us is from Indian Air Force. Now this gentleman, he has done a meritorious service in this industry. Can you guys imagine if I introduce you to a person who has flown for more than 7,000 hours on various types of aircrafts? 7,000 hours is not a joke. Not only this, but the this air officer that we are talking about is also an alumnus of Defense Service Staff College from Wellington. He is a qualified flying instructor with over 3,500 of instructional hours to his credit. He is also an expert in the air maintenance with specialization in Himalayan region. He was forefront in induction of C-17 Globemaster and C-130 Super Hercules aircraft in IAF. And last but not the least, Air Vice Marshal post-retirement is actively involved in training the youths for service selection board interviews for free of cost. So if you are somebody who is planning to go for it, please feel absolutely free to go and get in touch with him. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome an inspiring role model from Indian Air Force, none other than Air Vice Marshal Surya Ghar sir on the stage.
Good evening, all of you, and the eminent people sitting on the stage. I think I'm the only one. There is a lot of aviation which is going to be discussed, but it appears that I'm only one who has experienced it from the cockpit, as well as experience in induction and other fields also. I hope I have not said it wrong. Right. My introduction said that I have flown around 7,000 hours, which in civil flight is not much, let me tell you that. In civil flight, there are people who fly thousands and thousands of hours. But today here I am going to speak later in the conference about the defense aspects of procurement. So I'll mention here something that how the Indian Air Force flying and the civil flying is different. The roles which we undertake are varied. We fly in terrain where not many will venture out, something like Himalayas. We land at the airfields where nobody tries to do it. We bring down the aircrafts on airfields where the whole world says that no aircraft can land. And it was not mentioned, unfortunately, in my introduction, but I'll like to mention here so that you'll realize why I'm saying so, that we put down the aircraft at places where nobody dares. I'm a person who is a Gallantry Award winner because I have landed at the highest airfield in the world. Okay, that is Daulat Beg Oldie. It is at 16,700 feet. And before we start the conversation about aviation, how to bring it up in Vidarbha, I'd like to bring out a small anecdote here for all students who are sitting here and the people who are scientifically oriented and some aerodynamic people. 16,700 feet people don't land because there is no aircraft made in this world which can land at 16,700 feet, switch off the engines and restart the engines. The engineers sitting here will definitely know why. The lack of oxygen is the major event. Now when we talk about aviation, we are talking here, going to talk about manufacturing. Okay? According to me, manufacturing in aircrafts in India is still at a nascent stage. Why I'm saying so? I will tell you something now. At 16,700 feet, I had landed a Russian aircraft, Antonov 32, in 2008. And then I had put across this problem to the entire scientific world, including ISRO and other people, DRDO, they are aware of it, that the only problem which is in between switching off the engine and starting at 16,700 feet is the requirement of additional oxygen on ground. The partial pressure of oxygen remains same at 16,700, but the oxygen within 1 cubic meter air is less. So what is required to start an engine? We are all well versed with the fuel, the starting current and the oxygen. From 2008 to now, I am standing here after retirement in 2017, now it is 2024. We haven't found a solution on ground activity right? And here we are having a conference to talk about manufacturing of fighter aircraft. So we need to really think, do some kind of a introspection and know that we have been wonderful in missile technology, we have been wonderful in space technology, but why this aviation field is not that developed? As the conference goes on, I am going to definitely speak on this point. Mostly my subject given was fighter manufacturing and maintenance of fighter aircraft in Vidarbha. If I have to talk on the same subject in India itself, not much I have to talk about. So that is why here we have gathered a bunch of people who are interested in aviation, whether it is academic or it is actual flying, or aerodynamically you are oriented towards the subject, whichever way, it needs to be known that such people coming together and discussing things openly is a very important aspect. Why I am saying openly is, whenever you speak from the rostrum, it is normally said and it is understood that you have to speak goody-goody only and not bring out what actual facts are there. Factual, what is on the ground at time present, and how we can take it up further as we move on. So I hope that this conference will definitely trigger your young minds. And let me tell you, I am in this field for pretty long. The potential in Vidarbha is phenomenal. There is no dearth of potential, only channelizing that potential is what is required. And that definitely can be achieved through such forums. So I thank the organizers for organizing this event. And as we move on further, I will definitely bring out points that why Vidarbha needs more thing, or why the aviation sector itself needs something special, which has not been possible up till now, though we have done wonderful work in missile and space technology. So this why need to be answered, studied and eliminated. If that happens in today's conference, it will be a great success. We'll meet once again. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Your advisory will always be helpful to us to grow smoothly, and surely we'll try our best to do and achieve the target what we are planning for.
Thank you so much, sir. The next person, the next expert that we are having here on the stage is nothing but an engineering head at Air India. He is nothing but an engineering head at Air India, and he has a strong vision for aircraft maintenance engineers and international investments in Vidarbha region. He is also Deputy General Manager at AIESL, also having been served in this industry for more than 26 years, specializing into engine overhaul activities. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Manoj Shinde sir amongst us.
Good evening all. Myself Manoj Shinde. First of all, I would like to clear that I am looking after engine overhaul activity not in Air India. It is erstwhile Air India. Now it is AI Engineering Services Limited, which is separated from Air India before privatization. So we have a MRO facility in Mihan, Nagpur. So I would throw some light on the points which are aligning and which are indicating that there are some green shoots which are pointing out that in Vidarbha, aviation maintenance and aviation may develop going further. So first of all, why Nagpur? So if you see, the first two metros developed are Kolkata and Mumbai. The reason behind that was vicinity of ports, seaports. Now, as far as airports are concerned, sea availability of sea is insignificant, but the major advantage of Nagpur is being at the center of this country. So if you consider the hub and spoke arrangement in aviation, Nagpur has an ideal location. Almost all the major cities are equidistant from Nagpur. So it is very strategically located. Then for maintenance activities like MRO businesses, ACZ in Mihan is readily available, where there is a dedicated MRO lane, aviation lane available, where Tata Advanced Systems, AI Engineering Services, AR Indamar, Dassault Reliance, all these aviation companies are already operating, they are functional, and there is more scope for new companies as well. In addition to that, skilled manpower and talent is required to start these organizations. So Nagpur is very much advanced in training institutes. The talent and skilled manpower is readily available. So these points are plus points for Nagpur. Now, why aviation? So last 2 to 4 years, aviation is booming after privatization of Air India. So after privatization of Air India, the air operations have been increased exponentially. Air India has ordered, in addition to their present fleet strength of 200, they have ordered 500 more aircrafts. Indigo, in addition to their present 400 aircrafts, they have ordered 500 more aircrafts. Akasa Air, they are going for 150 more aircrafts. So 2 to 4 years ahead, there will be 1,000 to 1,200 new aircrafts will be there in Indian skies. So all these aircrafts, all these engines will require maintenance activities. As you are aware, the maintenance is scheduled. It is not like normal automobile maintenance. All the aircrafts need scheduled maintenance, and these scheduled maintenance, to carry out this scheduled maintenance, manpower is required. So another 1,000 aircrafts are joining Indian skies. For that, another 15 to 20,000 engineers and technicians are required in India. Now, one more point we have to discuss is airport development. Recently, Nagpur International Airport has been privatized and handed over to GMR. And GMR has already started airport development. They have a vision of increasing the capacity to 30 million passengers per year, and cargo handling capacity of 20,000 metric ton per year. GMR is also a well-known MRO player. They may also start with MRO in Nagpur. So considering that there will be vast opportunities in aviation sector in Nagpur, I would like to highlight one more thing, that in Gondia we already have one pilot training institute. Amravati is coming up as a new pilot training institute, which is being established by Air India. So there will be a pilot training institute. There will be 2 pilot training institutes, new airport, well connectivity with all the cities, new good road transportation, very good institutes which are providing skilled manpower. So if we join all the points, we can create an image in our mind that what will be the future of aviation in Nagpur, especially or Vidarbha. So considering that, I see a very good future, especially in Vidarbha, but not only in Vidarbha, in India, there will be great opportunities for aviation staff like aircraft maintenance engineers, technicians, ground support staff, um, uh, pilots, uh, cabin attendants, and so on. So this is a start of new era, I would say, for aviation. That is what I would like to tell. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Manoj Shinde sir, and we are very much thankful that you are giving employment to Vidarbha students, irrespective of their field and their capability. You are improving their skills, so we are very much thankful to Air India for their support and skill development program with us. Thank you.
पर ना यार कुछ भी बोलो थोड़ा मज़ा नहीं आ रहा है आप लोगों को देख के एक बार ज़रा स्माइल करके बताना तो एवरीबडी कैन लाफ ही स्माइल स्माइल ग्रेट ग्रेट गुड सो इट इज़ सेड दैट स्माइल इज़ द बेस्ट वे टू ऐड वैल्यू टू योर पर्सनैलिटी और इसलिए मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि आप लोगों को इतना सीरियस तो कुछ चल नहीं रहा है आप लोग हंस बिल्कुल सकते हो आराम से बिना कोई टेंशन के सो नाउ विद दिस आई वुड लाइक टू इन्वाइट द नेक्स्ट स्पीकर वन ऑफ द एक्सपर्ट्स हु हैज़ बीन लीडिंग by serving an aviation organization, being the co-dean of that organization. He has been remarkably known for being the leader of this particular industry. And also, he is known for creating or maybe discovering innovation in this particular industry of aviation. And also he loves spending time with startup founders and with great young minds. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome none other than Dr. Girish Mehta sir, who is the co-dean of aviation organization.
Good evening all, respected dignitaries on the dais, respected dignitaries of the dais. It is indeed a great pleasure for me to speak in front of the dignitaries. प्रयागराज में एक महाकुंभ चालू है और मुझे यहाँ ज्ञान और विकास का महाकुंभ दिख रहा है जिसमें हम सम्मिलित हो रहे हैं. As it is rightly said, it is advantage Vidarbha, so we must focus particularly for Vidarbha region. So if we speculate the history of Vidarbha, then we came to know that Vidarbha was known by his first king, Vidarbha. His daughter Lopamudra married with Agastha. In medieval period, in Satvana dynasty, goods were exported to Rome. In 1902, there was a treaty between British India Company and Nizam. And Nizam took 25 lakh rupees on account of lease of this central province and Berar. Friends, it's indeed a matter of proud that we are Vidarbhian and how our Vidarbha was prosperous. It is remarkable thing. Now it's a duty of ours to prosper Vidarbha in totality to maintain some ecosystem. Ecosystem means we have to collaborate industrial academia with our stakeholder, the farmer. As Nagpurian, we are very well known that orange is remarkably known by Nagpur city. It is cultivated near Nagpur, Varud, Shendurjana Ghat, Sauner. It is a perishable item. We have to export in stipulated period of time. This idea actually gives you a new startup. You can make a small container with thermocaustic refrigeration, which will keep your orange at particular temperature, and we will export it by shipping or aviation. This is one thing. I usually urge to my student that you have to convert your research into your startup. What do you mean by research, friends? Research means any new development in existing phenomenon in product. It is known as research. But what do you mean by innovation? Innovation means you are come out with a new product which does not exist earlier. This is known as innovation. So, I am glad to announce that our student actually started their own startup as Aerovania. My students Smitesh and Gaurav Rahangdale, they are actually executing this startup very well and earning an handsome amount of drone industry. Friends, we have to keep the economical wealth of this Vidarbha by elevating the wealth of farmer. And it is our duty to provide technologically advanced. And for that, drone-based industry are becoming a pioneering for that. They become the cornerstone for that. Our student will help our farmer for monitoring, for spraying purpose. So this is the area by which you can grow your startup. This is one thing. Another thing which I am having a keen focus, that is kaleidoscopic view, that is a maintenance side. Friends, if a person feels a chest pain, he always goes to the human doctor. Human doctor puts a stethoscope on his chest, feels some abnormal signal. If he does not confirm, he may go for ECG. After certain abnormality, he may give some medication. But what will happen if a machine incurred a fault, then to whom it will speak? It speaks. It speaks in its own language, and that language is embedded in the form of vibration. One has to understand that. And therefore, the ECG of human doctor is the ECG of fast Fourier transformation, what we are doing in vibration-based condition monitoring of engines. The X-ray, human doctor do X-ray for human. But we can also do the X-ray for our aircraft by scanning the data. My urge to youngsters that they can come out with an expert system which is equipped with artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms for already developed maintenance data to predict some future faults. They will develop this expert system, will become a consultant. This is also a startup, my dear friends. So ये इस ज्ञान के सागर में आपका मैं अभिवादन करता हूँ, आमंत्रित करता हूँ, और मुझे यहाँ बुलाया गया, इसके लिए मैं तहे दिल से कन्वीनर साहब और हमारे सभी कंपनीज को मैं शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र.
Thank you, Dr. Girish sir. It is a pleasure word that we get motivated by you and your guidance.
मुझे हमेशा ऐसा लगता था कि बहुत सारे सालों का एक्सपीरियंस गैदर करने के लिए ज़्यादा मेहनत नहीं लगती होगी. हम जब छोटे छोटे होते थे तो हमारे बचपन में फैसिनेशंस कितने अलग अलग होते थे ना. हमको लगता था यार क्या ही है, करियर आराम से बन जाएगा, ज़्यादा लोड किस बात का लेना है, लेट्स गो विद द फ्लो, विल थिंक अबाउट व्हाट लाइफ इज़ गोइंग टू ब्रिंग फॉर अस ऑन द टेबल. बट व्हेन आई मीट पीपल like the individual whom I'm going to introduce to all of you, I feel so pride. I have just realized that actually going into the industry, being onto the field for more than 30 years is not a joke. एक इंसान का लाइफ स्पैन ना अलग अलग टुकड़ों में डिवाइडेड होता है. पहले आप स्कूलिंग करो, फिर आप कॉलेज में जाओ, फिर उसके बाद में आपका जॉब स्टार्ट होता है, फिर उसके बाद आप जॉब में अप्रेजल के लिए जाओ और फिर आप रिटायरमेंट ले लो. पर इन सब के बीच में हम भूल जाते हैं कि अगर हम किसी भी फेज़ में 25 साल से ज़्यादा खुद को डिवोट करते हैं, इट मीन्स दैट वी आर गिविंग 1/4 of our life to that particular phase. And while I say all of these things, let me introduce you to none other than somebody who is the COO at Indaman Techniques, which is based here at Mihan. And I'm proud to say that Nagpur has gotten amazing opportunities for aviation industry. The COO of Indaman Techniques, which is based here at Mihan, is none other than Mr. Ashwini Acharya, sir. And also, I would like you, sir, to please come and brief us about your expertise.
Thank you, Sneha. Esteemed panel members, respected guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome and a very warm good evening to all of you. I think what we have heard so far is just the tip of the iceberg as far as aviation in India is concerned, right? Just to give you a very layman understanding of where we are today, we have about 800 planes, commercial airlines flying in India, together with Air India, Indigo, Akasa, and Spice, and few others. And we are going to grow, as Manoj said, to another 800 to 1,000 planes in next couple of years, probably 5, probably 7. And this is a conservative estimate because the number of orders already existing in the system is confirmed orders, so they will come into India. There'll be some give and take of the old planes. Still, the number of addition in next 5 to 10 years will double the industry by itself where it stands today. And that means another 800 to 1,000 planes coming in the ecosystem means what for all of us here, including the students which are looking at aviation, aerospace as a career. Every plane, approximately direct employment is about 150 people or so. Yeah. So we're talking of 1,000 planes coming in. That means we'll need 150,000 people getting into this segment. And this is a segment which is super exciting. Sneha mentioned that when she was young, she used to look at the plane in the air and tell her parents that probably she would end up flying. When I was young and I had a habit of fixing things, that time radio, transistor, as much as a fuse of the electricity, I could fix those things. And I've been fortunate that in the journey as an aircraft maintenance engineer, I've had a wonderful learning through the aviation, which is super exciting. Today, what we do at Endemar in Nagpur, Mihan, is an unbelievable sight even for an engineer like me who spent 30 years in the industry. To see an aircraft ripped apart, fuselage bare naked, all seats, engines, everything removed, and then very meticulously to the precision of millimeters, the whole thing is put back, and we are so very proud to see it flying again. That is the excitement of aviation. Now what it brings to us as a future, the only challenge I see is when in 2005 there was an upswing of the low-cost carriers and the other airlines including Indigo, and some of them unfortunately which didn't survive. That time nobody thought that India could create a capability infrastructure-wise to even house 100 planes which Indigo had ordered at the time. But believe you me, from that 100, they have probably a fleet of 400 planes now. That means the pace of having the infrastructure has kind of maintained with the pace as to how we are introducing the capacity of the airlines. From what we did in last 15 years or maybe 20 years, that pace is going to be sped up, as I said, double by itself. So what we achieved in last 15, 20 years, we have to achieve in next 5 to 10 years. Means what? That there is a huge opportunity of skill development for the next generation. That means in this region, and we are also working to develop capabilities of having the right skill to enter in this segment of this industry, which is aircraft maintenance engineers, pilots, cabin crew, and the whole ecosystem at the airport, what you see in the front end and the back end. So this number is an opportunity for each one of you in your own segment and even broader, that you can think of an opportunity here, whether it's a startup, whether it is skilling yourself to enter in the segment, or whether it is even to guide your next generation to enter into this segment, because this is going to be super exciting, super flourishing for next couple of years. All we need to do in individual and organizational capacity is to not lose the sight of the fact that the skill will remain a very premium commodity in the years to come. Today, it's very difficult to find a qualified, experienced aircraft maintenance engineer. Sir said that it takes a lot of civil pilots fly a lot. And in last 10 years, in the previous segment of my another organization, we trained about 15,000 pilots across 10 years. And this 15,000 pilots will be needed in next 5 to 8 years, depending on the same number what we spoke of. So that means what? There's a huge opportunity for all the youngsters sitting here. There's a huge opportunity for all the startup, the entrepreneurs, the innovative guys. And it is also an opportunity for all the organizations which are probably not in this segment, but they have the capacity or the capability to understand the importance of this, the opportunity here, and get into this. This is probably the right time for us to step up and look at the future and start working on that today. Because we still lacking a lot of capability in terms of manufacturing. We sir just said that making an aircraft itself is a little dream, but I'm sure it is not very distant that we will start having our own manufacturing lines of planes, commercial or defense. The opportunity is looking us into the eye, not only as a country, but specific to this region. All of you all have to get up, make notice of this, and get going. This is an opportunity which is going to be throwing a lot of challenges for us because the organizational skill development is limited. But the educational institutes, the colleges, the training, the instructors, this is the ecosystem which is yet to kind of double by itself. And that is the opportunity I'm talking about. An aircraft takes about 200, 250 planes on an average of a 320 or a 737 or a 777, average out 200. So imagine a machine which is carrying so many people in the air. The site itself is very exciting. The industry is very exciting. I'm wishing you all the best. I must congratulate the organizations here to have put up this wonderful show. This event, I think, will go a long way. I believe this is the second event, and I'm sure this is a great platform to have this opportunity for people like me to come and showcase and talk about it. And I can see that we are on the right track. So once again, thank you all for the nice listening to you. Anybody has got any question, any query, we would be happy to meet you all and answer whatever best we can do. On that note, thank you so very much. All the very best. God bless.
Thank you, Ashwini sir, for your kind words and motivation for the kids as well as for the entrepreneurs. We are happy to you all here and guiding us and giving a directions to all the kids that it is not that aviation is something which is a miracle or some dream or something like that. Now in Vidarbha, aviation is growing like anything, and whichever area you see aviation, you will find out.
The next speaker that we have today amongst us, he is a veteran wing commander. He is also known as a veteran air warrior. He is an entrepreneur, CEO and promoter of MS AVR Training Solutions Private Limited. He is also a defense analyst, something that I have just got to know about. Advisor to various companies for defense and aerospace, and also writer of various articles on subjects of national importance. As a promoter, director, and CEO of AVR Training Solution Private Limited, he is pioneering entry of gyrocopters in Indian sky. I am surprised to introduce this person who has done an outstanding work. He was also commended by the Chief of Aircraft and twice by the Air Officer Commanding in Chief, Maintenance Command of Air Force here in India. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for none other than the wing commander who is sitting amongst us, and he is Jaidev Desai sir.
Jai Hind and good evening to all of you. August audience with me on the stage, August audience in front of me. Before I start, I would like to assure Sneha, you can be a pilot with me. And how many of you want to be pilot? How many of you want to own the aircraft? I've come here to tell you how. We will do it, and it can happen in India, and we are doing it. We have spoken about big aircraft, big maintenance, big thing, and we'll be speaking about that, where all of you can be employed. I've come here to tell you how can you own the aircraft, you can fly aircraft, and you can have your own business. I'm introducing, rather my company. I have a group captain Kedar with me. He is my crew. He has flown about 4,000 hours of helicopter flying. And we are introducing gyrocopter as well as microlight helicopter in Indian sky. Thank you. We are the first company in India to bring this aircraft in India. Here we spoke about 1,000 aircraft in next 5 years. Sir, let me tell you, gyrocopters will have about 2,000 aircraft in next 5 years. And that is the opportunity which I've come here for. Me and Kedar drove down from Ahmedabad yesterday because airfare was too high, 21,000, which I couldn't afford. And I don't have so much of money, 100 crores and 1,000 crores and all. No, I don't have that money, so I cannot own that aircraft or even fly that aircraft. But you can own this aircraft and fly the aircraft. Do I have about 15 minutes?
Yeah, just
Can you show those 2 videos, please? Have a look at these 2 videos. There are 2 videos of gyrocopters. Video. Yeah, no, PPT nahi. Separate 2 files are there. Separate 2 files. Sorry. Right, so these 2 videos which I'm going to talk about is for 2 gyrocopters, 2 type of gyrocopters. One has got side-by-side seat, another has got a tandem seat, we call it. These 2 gyrocopters, we have signed contract with 2 companies, one from Polish company and another Italian company. And we have exclusivity right for India and 15 more countries. So we talk about make in India, make for the world. We are going to make aircraft in India and make for the world. And we will be the first company in India to do so. I'm sorry, I'm certainly not very thing, but I didn't mean that way. But to become a pilot of the big aircraft, you have to spend about 1 crore rupees. Am I right? If you want to be a pilot of my aircraft, spending is only of 5 lakh rupees. You can be a pilot, you can fly your aircraft. Cost of the aircraft is more or less same as Mercedes-Benz and BMW. So you can own your own aircraft. All right? Video available? Yeah, okay, no problem. So now, for example, in my presentation, if you see, Kedar, can we have presentation? Forget about video. Let's have presentation. Yeah, okay. Yeah. These are tandem aircraft from Italy. As you say, it's a very small aircraft, very simple to fly. You don't need big airport and big things. I can land this aircraft here also. Take off around about 70 to 100 meter. So if you have about 300 meter of length, kacha land, grassy land, you can take off and operate the aircraft from here. Small aircraft, in this particular hangar, you can put about, say, 30 aircraft. You don't need big place. Your garage, this aircraft can be accommodated in, right? So if you have a land farmhouse where you have about 300 meter of stretch, you can operate and park your aircraft there. Even you will see this aircraft landing. Landing run is not more than 5 to 25 meters. The second video, if it comes up, that is the tandem aircraft. That is from the Polish company. Second video. Right. Now, my topic of the presentation till the time video comes is basically personal air mobility. I'll give you three cases. Case one, in Nagpur or Mumbai or Pune, all industrialists have got a corporate office in main city, one unit outside the city, maybe about 30, 40 kilometers away. This is a second video. This is a side-by-side seat from Polish company. Hey, not this. This is my interview, not this here. Leave it, leave it. Let the video, put the only presentation. Forget about video. Right. Now, and second unit, like Mr. Anil is a friend of ours, is there. The second unit must be about 100 kilometers and thing like that. How the industrialists go from corporate office to unit 1, unit 2 and all. In car, if he goes, takes about 3 to 4 hours. Am I right? You spend so much time. But if you have my aircraft, you can do it in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 50 minutes. The amount of time it saves. I'll give one example. I went to Surat on 3rd of that is last Monday, second scenario, yes. Last Monday, I was in Surat. One of my friends did this from Surat to Somnath, Somnath to Junagadh, Junagadh to Surat back. By the time he came back was afternoon. He had a lunch meeting in Surat and then was planning to go to Mumbai on the same day. He did it in air time was about 5 hours. If he had gone by road, it would have taken him 28.5 hours. That is 3 days. By that, he saved 2 days of his valuable time and fuel cost of about 10,000 rupees plus. So that is the value of this personal air mobility. The third slide, which you see here is the Kumbh Mela. Right, like in Ahmedabad, we have Rath Yatra, Kumbh Mela. Now imagine the amount of air cost today to go to Kumbh Mela, traffic jam on the road. One of my friend went to Prayagraj by road and she got stuck for about 20 hours in traffic jam. Took 20 hours to travel last 15 kilometers in Prayagraj. Now, if you have small plot of 400 meter by 50 meters, if the UP government, I'm sure, can give it next Kumbh Mela, you can land there, operate there, and park about 60 to 70 aircraft there. That is the strength of personal air mobility. Next slide. Now, why ultralight aircraft? As I said, is the ease of operation, maintenance. It has got 4-stroke piston engine like car engine. Uses the same fuel like what you use in car. No special fuel is required. If it is only the maintenance of the automobile engine, no sophistication of turbojet, turboprop engine. I am the person who has set up the Mirage engine overall line in India. I'm trained in France by Safran. I've set up that line for Indian Air Force. So amount of, and we have an engine overall people here, amount of infrastructure and cost which you require. Here it is just automobile engine, nothing more than that. Some few instrument and things like that. Who are we? We are a startup, registered startup. Companies promoted by Air Warriors, me and Air Marshal P.K. Desai. Sir, you must be knowing P.K. Desai. We are the promoters. Group Captain Kedar is our coup. We are the company promoted by Air Warriors and operated by Air Warriors. All my key personals are Air Warriors. Next. I'll take 5 minutes. Core team, next slide. Next slide, next slide, next. I'll go very fast. Yes, this 15 countries, as I said, that countries are mentioned there. What is utilization of things? One is a personalized, which I've told you, but it can also be utilized for the security purpose, for border patrolling, policing and all this. You go to USA and developed countries, the police force uses that ultralight helicopters, 2-seater, 3-seater. But here, this gyrocopter can be used, which is very cheaper, cost is 1.5 crore, as I said. And you can, all police forces, border BSF and all can afford this. agro spray, your tourism department, it can be used very, very vividly, and many more such usage this particular record. And also pilot training, mainly helicopter. We have the helicopter pilot training shortages in India. We are going to set up using the ultralight helicopter for the pilot training also. Next. Our schedule, the aircraft on the left, that is the tandem seat aircraft, should be here with us in May or June. And thereafter, you can come and get training with me as a pilot. And if you place the order, I can get you aircraft by about June, July. You can be the owner of the aircraft. The next aircraft will be with us in September and helicopter by about next March. Next. What we are going to put all 360-degree ecosystem, including MRO and flying training school and everything. Next. We are also looking for the distributors and dealers in Vidarbha. Anybody wants to have a distributorship of this aircraft and start your business, please kindly do contact me or Group Captain Kedar. Now, there are certain intervention I require from the minister and of DGCA, which is listed here. I'm not going to get into the detail. Next. And conclusion, I would say that if you dream to fly, Avia Training Solution is the company. If you dream to start your business with aircraft with a very, very less equity or money, Avia Training Solution is the company to contact. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Jai Hind. Any question if anybody wants, like I've been given 1 minute if anybody got question. I've been very honored that they've given me 1 minute, I think. No question? Yeah. This aircraft is a very good question. As you said, as you see, this aircraft looks like a helicopter, but flies like a fixed-wing aircraft. This aircraft is the safest flying machine made ever in the world. Because even if the engine fails, the rotor is not connected to the engine. I didn't want to go into the technical detail, but rotor is not connected to the engine. So like helicopter, your rotor is connected to the engine. So when you start the engine, rotor starts rotating. And that creates the torque, and that you require a tail rotor to create the anti-torque. So the helicopter becomes a very complex machine. Whereas this aircraft, because it is not connected, tail rotor is not required. And hence, even if the engine fails, because the rotor is rotating, since it is not connected, and it can land anywhere, as you see, you can come back and land. So aircraft is the safest aircraft, the cheapest aircraft, the best aircraft for you to own and operate. Any one more question?
Hi, sir. Just a very basic question, like an Indian mentality, like how much the cost of the aircraft and the fuel it will be required? Because there are certain, like I'm into healthcare industry, and there are certain doctors who are traveling from here and there, like in the periphery of the cities of the Nagpur. So it can be actually the way you explain, it might be helpful for them. So that's the reason the cost and the fuel will be required.
A very nice question, operating cost. The cost of the aircraft, as I said, is lesser than the Mercedes-Benz or BMW. All the doctors which are talking about, I'm sure they are owning this car. Instead of having one more additional luxury car, they can have this aircraft, number one. Number two, as far as the operating cost is concerned, fuel is same normal petrol with 10% ethanol mix is allowed, right? So cost is about say 100 rupees per liter fuel if take. I know Maharashtra is costly, Gujarat is only 94 rupees, here's about 108 rupees. Average 100 rupees if I take, 20 liters per hour. It can go up to 140 to 160 kilometers you can travel in 1 hour. Right. Mic. Yeah, so you can travel 1 hour and maintenance costs about 750 hours per hour. That means about 2,750 hours per flying hours with that cost. That's all.
Check.
Absolutely. This aircraft will give you better average than Mercedes-Benz.
Which is swing 20 rupee, 20 liter.
Hello, sir.
Sir, mic is on.
Thank you. Yes, you are telling me something, my dear.
Yeah, so like the operating cost, you said 20
No, 20 liters of fuel per hour.
per hour.
So 2,000 rupees cost of the fuel plus 750 to 1,000 rupees for the maintenance an hour for the lifelong of the aircraft. So about 3,000 rupees per flying hours is the
basically.
cost of the operation.
Okay. Thank you,
Plus
sir.
insurance cost and all that is separate.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
And
so much.
insurance cost will be 3 to 5% of the aircraft cost.
Thank you, sir.
like
Thank you
car.
so much. Yeah, yeah. Thanks.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
thanks.
There are rules and regulation for any flying body, but we are there. We will take care of everything. We are all consultancy will be given at how to register, how to fly. Maintenance will be taken by us, AMC. So we will maintain your aircraft. From where you decide to operate, that place also has to be cleared as an unlicensed airport by DGCA and AA. All that thing we will do. So we'll do everything on behalf of you, for you, as far as the government regulation and approvals are concerned. Yes, one more was there, yeah.
So we can continue later.
Yeah, last question.
Last question. You can say loudly.
Speak out loudly.
Pilot. 40 hours you fly, cost is 5 lakh rupees, that's all. It's called gyroplane pilot license. It's a new category introduced by the DGCA. We are going to start the flying training school. You can come and join us. Basically 40 hours of flying as per the syllabus and 5 subjects you have to clear. 10 pass with science and maths person can be the pilot. 40 hours will take 3 months. That's all. And then if you are good, I'll employ you. And anybody, people who is going to buy the aircraft will require pilot. After some time,
Yeah, we'll have a question session, so we will surely give you time to discuss. Thank you very much, sir, and thank you for your all inputs. I should say thanks to Girdhari Mantri, sir. He is introduced us in very last moment with sir, and we are surely confident that we are doing MOE with Vidarbha institutions, with our institutions, with like DIIT and other, and we are make sure that we have land, we have rivers, where we can have amphibian type of aero-gyro machines, and soon we'll see lot of machines flying here in our Vidarbha with all our collaborations. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I am happy and I feel blessed to introduce this person to you. But before I introduce this person, I would like to thank Bollywood industry. Ask me why. Ask me why. Ask me why. The only reason is that the Bollywood industry has helped us so much about getting to know how military works, how Indian Navy works, how Indian Army works. आप लोगों ने वो movies देखी होगी ना, Fighter, Uri, The Ghazi Attack, है ना? मैं हमेशा से थैंक करती थी वो सारे बॉलीवुड डायरेक्टर्स को, मूवी डायरेक्टर्स को, क्योंकि वो ऐसी सारी फिल्म्स लाते थे हम जैसे नॉर्मल लेमैन्स के सामने. आप लोग तो खैर फिर भी इस इंडस्ट्री से आते हैं, पर मेरे जैसे लोग जो इस इंडस्ट्री से नहीं आते, हमारे लिए लोगों को हवा में उड़ते हुए देखकर अपने देश के लिए बचाना ही सब कुछ होता था. इसीलिए this person whom I'm going to introduce in front of all of you is a CEO of DAC Aviation Services Private Limited and has more than 30 years of military and civil aviation experience. He is an ex-India Air Force personnel and has established himself as a seasoned professional in the aviation industry. Ladies and gentlemen, during 10 years of working with the top aviation organizations, he has trained himself in regulatory compliances, either national or international, aircraft management, operations, supply chain management, commercials, and developed himself as a techno-commercial leader. Let's put our hands together for none other than Mr. Yogesh Pahari sir, the CEO of DAC Technology Private Limited.
Good evening, everyone here on the stage, our dignitaries here. So, I heartily thanks to the organization of the Advantage Vidarbha, especially Mr. Ujjwal Bamul, who has invited us or invited me for to set up how to set up the drone industry ecosystem, innovation, and future of the drone industry in India and globally. So here, कितने लोगों ने ड्रोन उड़ाया है यहाँ पर और जानते हैं ड्रोन उड़ाना? Okay. और DGCA का एक लाइसेंस होता है that called RPC, वो है किसी के पास करा हुआ है courses? Okay. So so this industry drone is called how the word drone is comes up and fine. There is an old English word that is called drone. और ड्रैन से ये जो है मेल बी को ड्रैन बोलते हैं. इसके मॉडर्न टर्म में इसकी आवाज़ होती है बजिंग, दिस हैविंग बजिंग साउंड. On basis of this buzzing sound, that would drive at a drone. Drone generally known as a UAV, that unmanned aerial vehicle. Fine. So now everybody knows the drone and how the drone in that industry is coming up the globally and nationally both. And सभी जगह ड्रोन की बात हो रही है, चाहे from agriculture to defense to ministry to road transport and transportation also. Even the e-commerce is also going to work on the drone system. Fine. So global market, how big the industry is, fine, it's going to be happening in the last 5-6 is coming up and going to happen. The global market size is approximate $21 billion in 2024 and is going to be increased by at the rate of 14 to 16% and going to be $91 billion in 2030. This is a huge size. इसके लिए हमको ड्रोन की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी. ड्रोन के मैन्युफैक्चरर्स, ट्रेनर्स, ट्रेनी, ऑपरेटर्स, बहुत लोगों की ज़रूरत पड़ने वाली है. तो इट्स गोइंग टू बी जॉब क्रिएटर, स्पेशली इस सेक्टर में द ड्रोन में. आप दूसरी जगह काम करें या अपनी जगह अपना एज अ सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट भी हो सकते हैं. आपने ड्रोन की ट्रेनिंग, यू गेट द ट्रेनिंग फ्रॉम द ड्रोन, आइदर द स्मॉल और द मीडियम एनी साइज. यू गेट द लाइसेंस फ्रॉम द DGCA एंड यू आर सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड. यू आर ओपन टू वर्क. फाइन, आप किसी का काम लेकर और उस इंडस्ट्री को सर्विस दे सकते हैं. इंडियन मार्केट साइज इज गोइंग टू बी स्टनिंग. फाइन, इन बाय 2024 द इंडियन मार्केट साइज was $21 million and is going to be 21 million dollar by 2030. means कि 1/4 times the global market. अगर इतने ड्रोन फ्लाई होने हैं या इतनी बड़ी मार्केट साइज है, कितना मैन पावर की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी. फाइन. और अभी प्रेजेंटली इन इंडिया अप्रॉक्सीमेट 20,000 प्लस ड्रोन्स आर फ्लाइंग विच इज़ रजिस्टर्ड इन इंडिया. फाइन, रजिस्टर्ड बाय द DGCA जो हमारी रेगुलेटरी बॉडी है. और जो प्रोसेस देख रहे हैं हम आने वाले 5 से 10 साल में, ये अप्रॉक्सीमेट 1 लाख से 1.25 लाख ड्रोन हम फ्लाई करेंगे विच इज़ रजिस्टर्ड इन इंडिया विथ ऑल द सेक्टर्स हैपनिंग इन India is having the vision, our Prime Minister's vision to make this drone industry by 2030 is a drone hub in India. And for this, they are promoting the various schemes that are coming up. Fine, they are promoting the Indianization of the manufacturing, R&D development sectors is coming up, expanding the drone application across all sectors, and pushing the drone industry with the PLI schemes. Now, ड्रोन इंडस्ट्री, ड्रोन का यूटिलाइजेशन हम कहाँ कर सकते हैं? Everywhere is going, just like a revolution with the computer happened in the near about the 2 to 3 decades before. जिस तरह मोबाइल का revolution आया, everybody in the hand, a mobile having the in hand. Drone is going to be like that only. हर घर में, हर बंदे के पास, हर लोगों के पास ड्रोन होगा जो कि वो अपना काम करेंगे. Right from security, right from kitchen, cleaning, safety, everything going to be a drone. मैं यहाँ पर कुछ सेक्टर्स एंड मिनिस्ट्रीज़ हैं जहाँ पर ड्रोन का यूटिलाइजेशन हुआ है, वेरी वास्ट स्कोप. मैं उसका केवल नाम लेना चाहूँगा. एग्रीकल्चर एंड फार्मिंग, हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर, फिशरी एंड एनिमल रिसोर्सेज, डिफेंस, होम अफेयर, हाउसिंग एंड एनवायरनमेंट सेक्टर, रेलवेज, civil aviation, earth ecosystem, road transport and highway, port shipping and waterways, coal and mining, power sector, science and technology, skill development and technical institution. Means कि हर जगह, हर सेक्टर में, आइए छोटा हो या बड़ा हो, सब जगह ड्रोन का इस्तेमाल होने वाला है. उसी से हम यूज़ करने वाले ड्रोन को for better services and accuracy. एंड ये सब चीज़ देखते हुए कि हर सेक्टर में हम सभी किसी ना किसी सेक्टर से बिलोंग करते हैं, एविएशन का हो और रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट हो, हेल्थ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन हो, सभी किसी ना किसी सेक्टर से काम करते हैं. सो मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि हर आदमी को, एटलीस्ट हर बंदे को ये ट्रेनिंग लेनी चाहिए सर्टिफिकेट, बिकॉज एनी ऑफ द टाइम कम्स इन फाइन. और आपको बोला कि आर यू ट्रेंड इन द ड्रोन, अगर आप ड्रोन में ट्रेंड हैं, यू गेट द अपॉर्चुनिटी टू हैव द एनहांस योर करियर ऑल्सो. नाउ the problems comes in through set up a drone ecosystem. Drone ecosystem means what? How the drone is to be manufactured, how the drone training is to be done, how the drone application is to be designed, how the R&D is to be done on the drone and the drone system. So इन सब को करने के लिए हम और हमारी कंपनी, we are pitching with the various state government, universities and the various colleges to set up their drone ecosystem in their state, universities and the locality. Drone ecosystem setup करने का जो एक process है, सबसे पहले हम क्या करते हैं, ट्रेनिंग सबसे पहले हमको क्या चाहिए, आपको ड्रोन खरीदना. वी हैव टू बाय द ड्रोन टू any of the purchase any of the approved vendor. Fine. Now comes the drone training. The first thing आती है the drone training. There is a very aspect of drone training. Flying is only one part, 1% of the drone flying training. The RPTO organization that is called remote pilot training, it gives the license to the pilot who's flying the drone. It is approved by DGCA and DGCA gives the license and you get the registered certificate by DGCA with the national emblem. Next is the maintenance repair. अभी 1 से 1.5 लाख ड्रोन अगर फ्लाई कर रहे हैं तो उसको मेंटेन एंड रिपेयर के लिए भी हमको बंदे चाहिए होंगे, इंडस्ट्री को लोग चाहिए होंगे. उसके लिए मेंटेनेंस रिपेयर के लिए भी ट्रेनिंग का प्रोसेस हम करते हैं. इट इंटीग्रेटेड प्रोसेस विद द पायलट एंड द मेंटेनेंस पार्ट ऑफ इट. देयर कम्स देन ड्रोन डिजाइन ऑल्सो. नेक्स्ट कम्स द ड्रोन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, स्पेशलाइज्ड ट्रेनिंग, एप्लीकेशन टेस्टिंग. Application based training is the key factor for the drone industry. For example, a high rise building of 100 floors having the glass in front of that, उसको कैसे हम clean, now the people are doing manually, हम लोग manually करते हैं और ट्रॉली पे डालकर. now the drone comes in, एक drone में tank रहेगा, we can spread the soapy water or cleaner, next drone will clean the spray the water and the glass or the putts which is clean. If for example, we are 70% in the rural area that the India is having it. Fine. Most of the time there is a scarcity or there is a shortage of medical solutions or medical health in that region. We are having to come up with a solution that the systems like medical college, district hospital, CHA community health center, then the PSC. PSC is the lowest medical chain in the ecosystem of the medical. Fine. अभी PSC में किसी को snake bite हो गया. The particular medicine not available here, but that medicine available in the CHC, community health center. Fine. अभी the distance between both the PSC and CHC approximate maybe a 10 kilometer, 20 kilometers, take a lot of time to if the person goes and take the medicine. Yes, the person will communicate with the PSC. The drone can have the particular medicine with all description, and fly from the CHC to the PSC. And the concerned person, the healthcare person who is there in the PHC, will give the first aid solution to them. So these are the applications. Applications are numerous applications. For example, in shipping, presently the ship underwater, the underwater zone they are called that. So underwater, the bottom section of the ship is inspected manually till date, right from the engine and the structure, everything. Maybe some of the engineers or technicians or the innovator come with the idea that yes, we can inspect the bottom section of the ship as drone. We can program the drone in such a fashion which all the data input in that with the sensors and specifically high schedule sensors It will capture the data down and inspect the bottom section and give, and at the same time, the person who's sitting in the cabin, he can have the data there. He can analyze the data and come to know which part of the bottom section is to require a repair, or there's a damage or repair is required for that. So these are the applications what is to be done by the drone system. Next comes the DARC, Drone Application Research Center. So universities along with the industry partner will work in the initial development of few prototype drones which will be utilized as introducing the agriculture spraying, seed cooperation, cooperation health monitoring, and the vertical takeoff and landing at the zone for payload delivery, mapping, and surveillance. So next, ecosystems and disaster management, fine. Disaster management, we can work with the disaster management team, the NDRF, with the specified sensors and cameras, high-tech cameras. If something goes wrong in any of the region of where we are located, we can send our drone with the expert and have the work with NDRF to get the exact data and surveillance on the disaster place. Other activity as an expert, industry experts, we are pitching with the thing with all the universities as the industry expert and the academia to train the next generation, about the drone industry. Other activity which is required that we are also conducting a regular organizing seminars, organizing workshop, winter and summer internship we are doing it, and at the same time we are planning to have a drone sports also. So next stage of the drone is now presently what we are flying, that drone is we can fly the drone in the visual line of sight only. कि जहाँ तक हमको दिख रहा है वहाँ तक का हम drone केवल fly कर सकते हैं और उसके beyond नहीं कर सकते हैं. But the industry is coming up that is called a BVLOS, that a beyond visual line of sight. So इसके आने से हम we can program the drone in such a fashion that it will deliver the things from or fly one place to another if we are giving the accurate UTM. Accurate UTM with the unified traffic management system. For that, BVLOS operations are the future of the drone industry globally. Companies are started with the BVLOS drones for the long-range delivery and inception. In India, government activities and workers on regular and enable the BVLOS operation opening with the new possibility industry. Carriers, now after we have done the training, we have having the maintenance training, all the things we have done it. What is the career opportunity for the students and as well as who want to come in the drone industry? One can be a pilot, one can be a maintenance and service engineer, one can be a research specialist also, one can be a data analyst. Data analyst, this sector is till now not exploded because when we capture the data from the top of the drone, find the data is on the not in the readable or what is your decision making format. Find it's captured the data. There are the analysts are there who can analyze the data with the various usings of software. So and give the data in the actionable insights. Maintenance engines are required, regulations experts are required because this is the growing industry, the most of the things that we are just exploring the things, how it will become helpful to the industry or the people. Managers are very much required because number of things we are doing at the same time, so a management person has to be required to manage the different departments. So now we are just have the last word I am having it. What is the future of the drone industry in globally and in India also? The future of the drone industry is bright. By 2030, we are envisioning that drone is to be an integral part of the daily life, delivering goods, monitoring crops, inspecting infrastructure, even the transportation also. DHL is a courier service. They are starting their testing of the BVLOS from February 2025 in India. We are going to the part of the team to have the testing and delivery beyond line of control with them. So it's just an opportunity. So let us collaborate to each other and innovate it, inspire it, and let build the industry, not the divine economic growth, but also create a better, a more connected world. Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. It seems that the 30 years of experience comes with the power and yeah, what is the requirement of drone exactly? I personally feel if drone is required, we should make the drone in hundreds of quantity. If we can able to make drones in hundred of quantity, then only we will able to perform and give these all transportation. One, two, three innovations will won't help this generation to come up. So my all young generation friends and colleagues, please we have a vision to have hundreds drones minimum, 100 gyrocopters minimum, 100 hot air balloons. There is one simple, decent guy sitting in with all of you, Mr. Amol Khante. He is the hot air balloon expert with us, do a lot of work with us, and we want him to join with us because see, this is what is the change bringing in the Vidarbha. What we are doing exactly is we are just a friend and we are trying to help each other in the sense whichever way we can support. And Amol has a craze for aviation, though he might not be from the field. That is what I want to explain you. Whether you are from the field or not, it doesn't matter. Important is you have to be a passionate person for aviation. Here, we want to give you a passion, we want to give you a direction. At the same time, we want to give you some innovation which we want to see in the coming years in this particular area of season. And the next session, what Girdhari Saab was discussing with me, is there a possibility to have a seaplane? There is a big issue. And I just assured him, I cannot assure at this moment with a strong confidence, but yes, I know that there is a probability to have a seaplanes named in terms of a river plane, which Gadkari Saab has already visioned it and implemented it in the vision of aviation. That is an advantage with Vidarbha. Thank you, Amul, for joining us, and we will be continuing with a small session. And after that, we'll have a lot of things to share and give our experience and how we can make this advantage Vidarbha a backbone for developing aviation wings.
The last second speaker that we have for today is somebody, अगर आप लोगों ने उन्हें observe किया होगा, तो वो stage पे पूरा समय हंसते हुए बैठे थे, पूरा समय. And as I said, keep smile, your laugh, a small gesture, a good smile on your face increases your value. It adds a cherry on the cake. वो वैसा वाला element है. So let me introduce you to somebody who is an aircraft maintenance expert, somebody who is a worldwide renowned avionics engineer. Ladies and gentlemen, अगर हम worldwide personality की बात करिए, तो जोर से तालियां बनती है because we have Dr. Gaurav Dhingra with us.
Thank you, Sneha, for observing me. आप सबको नमस्कार. मेरा नाम डॉक्टर गौरव ढिंगरा है, and I'm thankful to the organizer of this event to giving me opportunity to speak to all of you, respected dignitaries on the dais, and very active listener down sitting there, clapping for you. Today I have been given opportunity to speak on the topic of advanced aircraft technologies and their implementation. Definitely, if we have to grow, we have to look for the new advanced technologies, and we are working for it. But we have to understand, or we have to remember our ancestors who have developed much more advanced technology at their time. Have you heard of that Viman Shastra? किसी ने सुना है कि नहीं सुना है? Only few. Viman Shastra was written by Maharishi Bhardwaj, and he was from the Prayagraj. Prayagraj के बाद अभी उठी थी यहाँ पे इस वंश से. So he was the father of Indian aviation, we can say like that. And this Viman Shastra is basically known as science of aeronautics. And I'm talking a little different than the other speakers from this stage, Because what I feel, अगर हमारी generation को ही हमारा background नहीं पता होगा, then how can they make a stronger future? I don't have any doubt that Vidarbha has a bright future. यहाँ पे दो aeronautical engineering के college हैं. We're getting good qualified manpower for the future. And we have a discussion with the college panel that if we can introduce Indian knowledge regarding our ancestors, which they have learned, they have created from their studies, can be taught to the students so that it will motivate our students. आपको end product के लिए पहले आपको कहीं ना कहीं investment तो करना पड़ेगा ना? I'm right or not? जब तक आपकी strong foundation नहीं होगी, आप strong building नहीं बना सकते. तो जब मैंने I want to talk about more about this Viman Shastra because the information that it contains is lot much advanced than the present knowledge we have. This document, or you can say literature, tells us about the metallurgy, जिसमें आज भी हम लोग weak हैं. You know that where we are not able to make an aircraft, we are not able to make a proper engine because we don't have proper metallurgy. This document tells about the base metals, 3 base metals from which we make 16 different alloys, and that can be used in the aircraft. This Shastra tells about the glass to be manufactured at the time of Maharshi Bhardwaj that will install in the aircraft, that will protect the pilot from the sun rays, air, the wind which is coming on the aircraft. And to my fascination, when I have gone through that one, they have described 4 aircrafts or 4 Vimanas of that time. And before explaining or saying something about these 4 Vimanas, the word Viman, Viman is a Sanskrit word. V means bird, Man means like. A bird-like vehicle which can fly like a bird or faster than a bird. So I'll just bring these 4 aircrafts which are described in Viman Shastra. They are much advanced from the today's technology. The first was Rukma Vimana. Rukma Vimana has got 3 floors, 1 for the flying crew, 2 for the passengers. Right now we have 747 and 380. We can't think of putting 1 more floor on that one. But we are well advanced. At that aircraft Rukmana, we have electromagnets, we have propellers, and source of generating electrical energy. Can anybody think of that at that time? That means that thing we have, and same thing I'm telling this basically for the students. हम में ये शक्ति थी, आज भी है पर सोई पड़ी है, उसको जगाना पड़ेगा. मैं थोड़ा अलग बात कर रहा हूँ आप लोगों से, तो forgive me. तो it's my instinct. यहाँ पे जितने भी dignitaries बैठी हैं, they said very right thing. But what I know, I'm just telling you. So that is Rukmana, is a pyramid shape of aircraft. Then the next one is Sundara. It's more or less similar to Rukmana. The third one is Tirupura. And in that one we have retractable landing gear. Retractable landing gear with the wheels at that time. And it has got rudder. And the fourth one is Shakuna. It's got retractable, or you can, the wings are not fixed. They can be moved. So we are advanced that much time. So ये सब कुछ था, अब भी है, बस हमको उसको बाहर निकालना है. Now we talk about the present scenario, present era, as we know that in India, more aircrafts coming in the coming time. We are good in everything. We are doing very good in the startups. We are doing very good in the developing new technologies. That's great. But when the new aircraft comes, we also need to maintain it. Aircraft, airframe MROs we have, but we don't have component workshops or component MROs. In a single aircraft, it may 1, 2, whatever it may be, it contains hundreds of LRUs. And these LRUs cannot be maintained in the aircraft because we don't have the capability. All these aircraft components going outside of India to get maintained and come back to India. It is significant revenue loss to our country. If some investors are here, I urge them to set up component MRO facility in India. It's a very lucrative market. If you have a vision, definitely you'll achieve a lot. Because if you see 1,000 aircrafts coming to India, multiply by 100, just for say conservative figure, how many components we have? A lakh, you can say like that. If this company going out of India, coming back to India, disturbing or making environmental damage, revenue loss, but if they will maintain within India, because if there is consumption within India, will make lot of money, give lot of employment, and the colleges which are here, they can supply quality manpower to us because they can train their manpower, they train their student, what is required by the industry. Supply and demand. This gives orientation to our students. What is market looking for? So on this note, I'll stop my words, and the future time or we have some more conversation, I'll answer your questions. Thank you very much for your time and your listening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Dingra, and he's one of my good friend in my industry, and he's one of the brilliant person with us. Thanks for being with us. Not less than what I should say, that a person who is available with us doing lot of things without having a basic aviation awareness. So what I want to guide you that it is not mandatory to have an aeronautical engineering degree in your hand or having an all compliances of aviation. You should have a basic knowledge of aviation that is required to understand the aviation system. And yes, if you have a qualification, it will be a upper hand for you. At the same time, we have few people who who have some passion for the aviation. They may be from any background of BCom or maybe from science or other areas. But we have some person who has a passion for drones, but not as a innovation or not as something which we expect that to have. He has a clear vision, as he's maybe from a BCom background or something like that. He has a clear vision. He want to do a business of drone. So business of drone, his vision is very, very clear. He does not want to develop a drone or something like that. He want to just buy the drone, do the business and move on. And with that vision he started, and now he is one of the youngest entrepreneur with us, having lot of contracts and dealership, flying with a lot of drones with different varieties, roaming in the Mercedes cars and all like that, and having a basic knowledge. But yes, the vision, the passion is there, which is making Vidarbha in a bright area. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ उज्जवल भविष्य with my name, and that way I want that people should come up, and these are all ideal for all of us. It's not like that seniors, juniors or something like that. So please, I would request Mr. Akash Chinmitwar to join us from Ozone Aviation India. Thank you.
सभी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद यहाँ पर आने के लिए। मेरा नाम आकाश चिटमिटवार है। क्या आप जानते हैं कि दुनिया भर के किसान हर रोज 1000 लोगों को खाने लायक जितना उत्पादन कर रहे हैं, बट फिर भी उसमें से लाखों लोग भूखे सो रहे हैं। थैंक्स टू एआई और आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंट और आपका सेल्फ ड्राइविंग कार के ज़माने में हमारे अस्तित्व की रीढ़ कृषि आज भी अपनी क्रांति से गुजर रही है। लेट मी टेल यू माय स्टोरी। मेरा टीम श्रीलंका में ड्रोन्स को फ्लाई कर रहा था। बहुत अच्छा क्लाइमेट है वहाँ, सनी क्लाइमेट है पूरा, ड्रोन को स्प्रे करने के लिए एकदम अप्रोप्रिएट। तो मैं देख रहा था कि ड्रोन इतना परफेक्टली ऑटोनोमसली स्प्रे कर रहा है, 30 के रोज़ को फ्लाई बराबर प्रॉपर होवर करते हुए स्प्रे कर रहा है। मैं इतना मतलब शॉक्ड रह गया उस टाइम कि मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मैं कोई साइंस फिक्शन मूवी के अंदर सेट पे आ चुका हूँ कि मतलब इतना 4 ड्रोन इधर लगे, 4 ड्रोन इधर लगे, मतलब फुल्ली ऑटोनोमस ऑपरेशन। और पूरे दुनिया में ड्रोन का यूज़ करके 210 मिलियन मैट्रिक टन पानी का सेविंग किया गया है। मतलब इसको हम कंपेयर करें तो नागपुर को चलाने के लिए 1 साल तक ये पानी सफिशेंट है, फिर भी 38 मिलियन मैट्रिक टन बचेगा, जो एक छोटे सिटीज़ को काम में आ सकता है। लोग कहते हैं खेती करना आसान है। यस, इफ़ यू आर ग्रोइंग फ्रस्ट्रेशन एंड वीड्स, but thanks to technology like drone and smart sensors, we are solving old age problems with innovation and intelligence. Imagine a farm like every plant is connected with a digital ecosystem where drones are monitoring growth of crops, और आपका सॉइल में मॉइस्चर सेंसर लगे हुए हैं, तो वो मॉइस्चर सेंसर से आप पता कर सकते हैं कि सॉइल में कितना मॉइस्चर है। और इसके ऊपर से ये सारा सिस्टम किसान अपने स्मार्टफोन से ही सारा ऑपरेट कर रहा है। ये कोई साइंस फिक्शन मूवी का एक सीन लग रहा है, बट ऐसा रियलिटी है। और अगर हम नागपुर की बात करें तो हमारे पास 6,44,000 हेक्टेयर का एग्रीकल्चर लैंड अवेलेबल है। और अगर हम इसको स्प्रे करना चाहते हैं ड्रोन से तो हमें 5,000 ड्रोन्स लगेंगे और 10,000 पायलट्स लगेंगे। और अगर हम बात करें डिसीजेस की तो इसमें अब नॉर्मली आप सभी को पता होगा कि कैंसर हो सकता है अगर किसान अपने डायरेक्टली कांटेक्ट में आ रहा है। रेस्पिरेटरी डिसीजेस है, आपका आँखों की बीमारी है, उसके बाद में आपका स्किन डिसीजेस है, बर्न हो सकता है स्किन, और आपका मिसकैरेजेस हो सकते हैं वुमेन्स में। उसके बाद में चाइल्ड में ब्रेन डेवलपमेंट में थोड़ा दिक्कत आ सकता है। और एक और चीज़ मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ, पूरे इंडिया में 2000 से लेकर 2019 तक 1.2 बिलियन स्नेक्स बाइट्स केसेस हुए, जिसमें से 171 केसेस नागपुर के हैं जो स्नेक बाइट से जिसकी डेथ हुई है। अभी हाल ही में 2024 दिसंबर में 15 इयर्स लेडी का गर्ल का कॉटन के फार्म में डेथ हुआ है स्नेक बाइट से। तो अगर हम ड्रोन्स का यूज़ करते हैं तो ये सब चीज़ें हम अवॉइड कर सकते हैं। Agriculture is like an orchestra where every instrument must play its harmonically, from the farmer knowledge to data-driven insights of machines. Only then we can achieve harvesting worth celebrating. Let's plant the seed of future where technology and tradition grow side by side. Let technology power your farm. थैंक यू सो मच, धन्यवाद बहुत बहुत। आपको एक वीडियो क्लिप दिखाना चाहता हूँ।
So hope you understand the story and understand the passion for aviation. This is what we want from all of us. Maybe a senior citizen, maybe a young chap, maybe a working. There is a wrong concept that we have, if we are working or if we are an employee, we cannot comply our passion. We cannot do a entrepreneurship. It's very surprising. I had seen a lot of people from the industry, don't mind anyone if you mind it in the wrong direction. I have seen people sitting at home after 6 o'clock. And they have a good experience in their life. Saturday, Sunday, they are enjoying their life. I understand that is also prior for life passion, but I request everyone just bring out 1 hour in a day. So approximately around 7 to 8 hours means one day we can spend out, and we can have innovations, we can have new entrepreneurs, and the unemployment, which is very dangerous for the future. We are seeing people are getting illiterate because they does not have a passion, they does not have a vision. I used to go to my village, I see after farming they are just free. The kids does not understand how to do a farming. So what they do, they just stand with a group making mandlis and all like that and try to spend their time. If we can spend it in skill development or in drone development or drone Didi concept, what Modi ji is promoting now. Our Gadkari ji sir is also helping us. We had made an innovation with Vidarbha and particularly from Wardha district. So I belongs to Wardha district. So there is a 57 gram panchayat. So one day I just move on and they all call me to promote the aviation and want to understand the system. I had seen in IIM and other areas, they are promoting achars and papad. So IIM is not, I personally feel IIM is not made for that. IIM is made for World Trade Center. IIM is made for manufacturing units of spare parts of drones, spare parts of mechanism of aircrafts, spare parts of automated machines, right? Spare parts of the something what Tesla is doing, right? That is all is the passion is all about. So please, friend, see and get inspired.
To manage over 300 types of crops, including cotton, rice, soybean, tea, sugarcane, wheat, and more. Agricultural drones have treated 500 million hectares of farmland worldwide, leading to significant savings. 47,000 metric tons of chemical products, 210 million metric tons of water, equivalent to the annual water consumption of 390 million people. A reduction in carbon emissions equivalent to the carbon sequestration of 1.2 billion trees. Join Ozone Aviation India as farming takes flight toward better growth and a better life. Let technology power your farm. To learn more, please contact Ozone Aviation India. Leaders in drone solutions since 2007.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome to the stage a remarkable individual who is about to share their insights with us. Please join me in giving a warm welcome and a round of applause as we welcome Vaibhav Shimpi, an AI Engineer Service Limited, to the stage. Also, I would like to invite Ganesh Khatamal to the stage.
Good evening, respected dais and of the dais. सभी को नमस्कार. यहाँ पर काफ़ी चर्चा हुई है प्रेजेंट फ्यूचर एयरक्राफ्ट एंड ओल्ड एज एयरक्राफ्ट की. मैं आपको प्रेजेंटेशन देने से पहले शॉर्ट में थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिकल जो मुझे लग रहा है कि यंगस्टर्स और इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट यहाँ हमारे सामने है, तो उनके लिए यहाँ हमें क्या स्कोप है. एविएशन में काफ़ी जो अभी आज की तारीख में मनोज सर ने भी बताया कि फ्यूचर में अलग अलग एयरलाइंस के क्या प्लान्स हैं. एयर इंडिया की खुद के 500 प्लेन लेने के प्लान है, इंडिगो के 500 के है और छोटे छोटे एयरलाइंस है. तो हमारे सामने जो एज ए इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट क्या अपॉर्चुनिटी है. तो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है एक चीज़ जो है यहाँ पे बात नहीं हुई है, जो हमारे एयरक्राफ्ट को पावर देता है, इंजन. तो इंजन मेंटेनेंस की अपॉर्चुनिटी हमारे यहाँ इंडिया में क्या है, उसके बारे में मैं कुछ शेयर करूँगा. और दूसरा एक इम्पोर्टेंट कॉलेजियंस के लिए एक इम्पोर्टेंट मैं इंटरेक्टिव बात करना चाहूँगा कि एयरक्राफ्ट में आपको क्या लगता है कौन सा पार्ट बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. हाँ, विंग. ओके, एनीवे आई विल नॉट टेक मच टाइम. देखो हमारे एयरक्राफ्ट में सभी कंपोनेंट जो है वो उतने ही इम्पोर्टेंट है, बट वो सभी कंपोनेंट को एक साथ लाने वाली जो उसकी बॉडी है, स्ट्रक्चर एक ऐसा पार्ट है और ऐसा एक सेक्टर है, शायद सर भी एग्री करेंगे कि आज इंडिया में स्ट्रक्चरल एक्सपर्ट्स की बहुत कमतरता है. और ये एक बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी हमारे यंगस्टर्स के लिए है. और दूसरा जो जैसे मैंने बताया कि इंजन का जो मेंटेनेंस का अपॉर्चुनिटी है, क्योंकि 500 और 500 अगर 1000 ही नए एयरक्राफ्ट इंडिया में आ रहे हैं अगले कुछ दिनों में, तो उनके जो इंजन है वो कहाँ जाएंगे मेंटेनेंस के लिए? वो बाहर जाएंगे, उसका टर्न अराउंड टाइम ज़्यादा होगा। तो ये एक अपॉर्चुनिटी हो सकती है, इस दिशा में हम एज ए इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट और इंजीनियर्स काम कर सकते हैं। इन डिटेल मैं मेरे प्रेजेंटेशन में बताऊंगा अगर टाइम परमिट करेगा तो। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Simpi sir. It is pleasure to have you here. I request Mr. Amol Khante to join us for a small inputs how he is doing the business here in Vidarbha. At the same time, we want to make aware about the hot air balloon and the aerosports aviation industry.
आदरणीय श्री एयर मार्शल चाफेकर जी, गिरधारी जी मंत्री, एआईडी के और बाकी सभी गणमान्य, जैसे कि आप सब लोगों ने यहाँ पर बताया, मैं पिछले 20 सालों से एडवेंचर स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटीज़ में हूँ। और एडवेंचर स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटी में स्पेशली जो एरो स्पोर्ट्स है, यहाँ पर जो ऑफिसर ट्रेनिंग अकेडमी है कामठी का, उनके पीआई स्टाफ और जो एएनओज आते हैं उनके लिए एक सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स चलता था, एक मॉड्यूल चलता था। तो वो मॉड्यूल पैरासेलिंग का जो 18 मॉड्यूल चलाने का अनुभव हमारे क्लब को था। और उसके साथ ही 14 साल पहले जब रामटेक में एक एडवेंचर स्पोर्ट्स का प्रोजेक्ट आया, वहाँ के जो एमएलए अभी मंत्री एडवोकेट आशीष जी जायसवाल, इनके पैटर्नेज में वहाँ पर हमने एक मल्टी एडवेंचर स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटी शुरू की और बहुत ही अच्छी चल रही है। पिछले 14 सालों से 60 लोगों को रोजगार है वहाँ पर और लगभग 25,000 स्कूल के बच्चे वहाँ पर आते हैं कैंपिंग के लिए। और इसके अलावा एयरफोर्स के ऑलरेडी जाफेकर सर वहाँ पर हमारे यहाँ पर आ चुके, हमारे गेस्ट रह चुके हैं। जितनी भी कॉन्फ्रेंसेस होती है तो वहाँ पर टीम बिल्डिंग प्रोग्राम के लिए विजिट करते हैं। इवन उमंग अभी जो उत्तर महाराष्ट्र एंड गुजरात सब एरिया है, वहाँ की भी टीम, उनके भी हम लोग एक्टिविटी पार्टनर है, एनएडीटी के हम एक्टिविटी पार्टनर है। तो एडवेंचर स्पोर्ट्स की तो बहुत सारी एक्टिविटी, पर स्पेशली अभी एविएशन पे बात करेंगे तो एरो स्पोर्ट्स में एक ज़बरदस्त पोटेंशियल है। आपको पता है कि सबके लिए एरो स्पोर्ट जो है वो सबके लिए है। फैमिली के साथ क्वालिटी टाइम स्पेंड करना है, एरो स्पोर्ट ज़बरदस्त अट्रैक्शन है। बच्चों का स्क्रीन टाइम कम करना है, उनका कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड करना है। एक पैरासेलिंग की राइड, एक बलून की राइड उनमें चमत्कार कर सकती है। अपने टीम को मोटिवेट करना है, कहीं पर आपको उनको टीम बिल्डिंग करना है, आप उनको भी ले जा सकते हो रिक्रिएशनल एक्टिविटीज़ के लिए। अपने दोस्तों के साथ अगर ज़िंदगी ना मिलेगी, दोबारा स्टाइल में कोई आउटिंग करनी है तो एरो स्पोर्ट्स के अलावा अधूरी है वो। तो आप कहीं से भी घूम के आएंगे तो एरो स्पोर्ट्स। थोड़ा छोटा एविएशन की बात होती है तो एमआरओ, ड्रोन्स और नेक्स्ट लेवल की बात होती है, नो डाउट उसका तो हम स्वागत करते ही है। पर ग्रासरूट लेवल पे जो यूथ है हमारा, वो क्या कर सकता है? तो वो छोटे छोटे कोर्सेज कर सकता है, क्योंकि इसमें जो पोटेंशियल एज अ रिक्रिएशनल एक्टिविटी है वो तो है ही, लेकिन ये दो इम्पॉर्टेंट टूरिज्म सर्किट को कनेक्ट करने का भी काम करते हैं। हम लोग एमपी टूरिज्म के लिए भी बहुत काम करते हैं। क्वीन ऑन द व्हील्स करके हमारी एक्टिविटी, हम 25 लेडी बाइकर्स को एक राइड पे लेके जाते हैं। 1500 किलोमीटर का राइड है, तो हर साल एमपी टूरिज्म उसको हम स्पॉन्सर करता है। तो इस साल हमने उनको प्रपोजल दिया कि हम 5-6 पैरामोटर्स लेंगे और क्यों ना महिलाओं को पैरामोटरिंग से हम ये राइड कराएंगे। तो उन्होंने वो अप्रूव किया है। अभी हम थोड़ा स्पॉन्सरशिप भी हो दे रहे हैं और थोड़ा हम लोग कर रहे हैं। सेम प्रोजेक्ट हम लोग लोनार में कर रहे हैं। लोनार में भी पैरामोटर और हॉट एयर बलून बेस्ड एक्टिविटी है, क्योंकि इसमें जो रिक्वायरमेंट था अकेडमी का, अभी इस साल आशीष जी मिनिस्टर है, ऑलरेडी वो 10 साल से एक अकेडमी रामटेक में पड़ी हुई थी, उसका राह देख रही थी बेसिकली। सी प्लेन के ट्रायल राइड भी मैं बता दूं ऑलरेडी हुए थे। उज्जवल सर, रामटेक में सी प्लेन के ट्रायल राइड हुए थे, लेकिन तब गवर्नमेंट नहीं थी, क्योंकि ये सारी एक्टिविटी में पॉलिटिकल विल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करती है। आप पॉलिटिकल विल के अलावा एक्टिविटी कर नहीं सकते, करनी भी नहीं चाहिए। मेरा अनुभव मैं बता रहा हूँ, 14 साल से मैं रामटेक में हूँ और पूरा वनवास होने के बाद अभी लग रहा है कि नहीं अभी काम आ रहा है करके, क्योंकि आशीष जी ने सी प्लेन का ट्रायल राइड लिया और दूसरे दिन दूसरे एक एमएलए ने उसमें लेटर दे दिया कि सी प्लेन के प्रोपेलर से मछलियाँ मर रही है तालाब की। मतलब आप देखो, आपने मूवी में देखा होगा ना कि किसानों के पानी में से कोई बिजली नहीं निकालेगा। आप बिजली निकालोगे तो किसान खेत को क्या देगा? इस टाइप की अपने ही लोग थे, अपनी पार्टी के लोग थे, अपनी आसपास के लोग थे। पर इन सब चैलेंजेस में से निकल के अभी CAC ऑलराउंडर एडवेंचर जो कंपनी हम लोग आगे आ रहे हैं, हम लोगों को गडकरी साहब ने भी बहुत बड़ा ब्लेसिंग अभी दिया है। जो NHAI की जगह उनको वे साइड एम्यूनिटीज़ है, वो सारी की सारी एरो स्पोर्ट्स और एडवेंचर के मल्टी कॉम्प्लेक्सेस बेस्ड हो रही है। तो हमने बोला है कि हम हर 50-100 किलोमीटर पे ग्रिड बनाएंगे कैंपिंग का, और वहाँ पर एक रनवे होगा और हम लोग बेसिकली पैरामोटर के साथ फ्लाई करेंगे, क्योंकि हॉट एयर बलून की सिचुएशन अपने यहाँ पर नहीं है। ये प्रोग्राम में मेरा जो स्टॉल था वो टूरिज्म में था, ए सेक्शन में था, उसमें मैंने चेक दे दिया था 1,18,000 रुपये का। पर मेरे को उज्जवल जी आए मेरे पास, वो बोले तुम्हारा बलून और पैरामोटर और सब चीज़ें कर रहे हो तो यहाँ ला क्यों नहीं रहे? मैंने बोला सर लाइसेंसेस नहीं रहते, आपको पता है अपने यहाँ पे थोड़ा जुगाड़ वाला काम चलता है ज़्यादा। तो फिर विशाल जी आए, वो बोले नहीं अपने को करना ही है ये काम। तो इन्होंने मेरे पीछे पड़ गए ये, इन्होंने बोला कि आप ये सब यहाँ बना सकते हैं। तो मेरे को रात को सपना आया कि मियान में पैरामोटरी अपने बलून का जो बर्नर है वो बन रहा है। तो मैंने सुबह उनको बोला कि ठीक है सर, मेरा स्टॉल, इन्होंने डी में मेरे को स्टॉल दिया, D27 में। अभी आज लकीली गडकरी साहब वहाँ पर आए, मेरे बाजू में मेरे दोस्त का स्टॉल लगा है विशाल बांगरे का, वो डिफेंस के लिए स्प्रिंग बनाता है। उन्होंने बोला ये क्या है? स्प्रिंग था बड़ा वहाँ पर एक। तो मैंने बोला सर ये तो बलून के कॉइल, उन्होंने बलून का हमारा बास्केट भी देखा था गडकरी साहब ने, उनके लिए हम लोग 2 प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे। तो मैंने बोला सर एविएशन लोग बोल रहे कि अपन बलून का बर्नर यहाँ पर बनाएंगे। तो बोले गैस मेरा यूज़ करना उसमें। अब आपको पता है कि जब गडकरी साहब का गैस यूज़ होगा, उनको कोई उसमें पैसों में इंटरेस्ट नहीं रहता है कोई कि भाई अपना उनका बिजनेस चले, पर उन्होंने की हुई एक्टिविटी को इस तरह का रिस्पॉन्स और मल्टीपल एप्लीकेशंस है, ये देख के उनका उत्साह बढ़ता है। और वो उनका उत्साह बढ़ाने का तरीका बहुत अलग है। आप में भी जो एंटरप्रेनर्स है, नए स्पोर्ट्स में आना चाहते, इस फील्ड में आना चाहते, ज़रूर इन लोगों से कांटेक्ट करें, हमारा ग्रुप ज्वाइन करें। जो भी एरो स्पोर्ट्स में आना चाहते हैं बिल्कुल आए, एक पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट के लोगों का हमेशा यहाँ पर स्वागत है। और अभी टूरिज़्म का भी जो ये सेमिनार हुआ, उसमें भी अतुल पाटने जी थे, आसिम सिन्हा जी थे, आशीष जी खुद थे, नितिन गडकरी साहब खुद थे, और बहुत ही पॉजिटिव माहौल बना है। और डिफेंस, ये एविएशन सेक्टर में से भी जो एरो स्पोर्ट्स का सेक्शन है, ये सेक्शन बहुत ही मतलब प्रॉमिसिंग सेक्शन है सर, और हम लोगों को बहुत सारी होप है। तो AID के सभी जो हेड टेबल है उनका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, और यहाँ पर मौका देने के लिए भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। रामटेक यहाँ से 50 किलोमीटर दूर है, जो बाहर गांव से आए हैं, कल अगर दोपहर को दर्शन करना आना चाहते दर्शन कीजिए, हमारे यहाँ पर भोजन की व्यवस्था ऑलरेडी है। और बाकी भी कैंप चेरी फार्म नाम से हम लोग कभी भी कनेक्ट कर सकते। थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, Amol ji, for your kind words for us, and we will grow surely together. यहाँ इस सेशन में एक छोटा सा हम लोग सरप्राइज करने जा रहे हैं। हम चाहते हैं कि हम बातें काफ़ी कर चुके हैं, एंड दिस इज द टाइम टू हैव सम काइंड ऑफ MOUs, so that a people or a team who wants to join with us and do something for the Vidarbha, let's have a MOU, and then we should go with the vision. Because without any MOUs or without any collaboration, it is really difficult. किसी भी इंसान को एक सहारे की ज़रूरत होती है, जैसे हमारे लिए हमारे माँ बाप होते हैं. So same way, we try to merge with each other and try to grow in such a way that there should not be a failure. So with that, we will just initiate with a small initiative of our MOUs. And before that, I would request our support team to felicitate our team members with their respective delegations. And thank you all for supporting us in this venture. First, I would want to felicitate our senior, most important guidance person, Mr. Girdari sir, who is really helping us in this motivation of aviation sector. Girdari sir will felicitate Mr. Ashwini Acharya sir for his contribution in the aviation sector. I would request Girdari sir only to felicitate Dr. Girish Mehta sir. Without plants, we cannot live. next support from Dr. Dharmendra Singh Chand, who has come along from Chandigarh to help us and motivate us. Air Vice Marshal Surya sir, I would request to felicitate Gedari sir. Mr. Yogesh Pahadi sir from DAC Aviation. Unfortunately, our host has moved on, so I have to take this job also. Dr. Gaurav Dhingra sir, I would request to join us. Jayan Desai sir, please join us. Manoj Shinde sir from Air India. I would request Mr. Akash to join us for this felicitation. आप जो ये पीछे हेलीकॉप्टर देख रहे हैं, right? You might be surprising ये जब से क्यों दिखाया जा रहा है, right? The reason behind it is the person who has invented that is called as Helicopter Man of India. Unfortunately, he missed his flight, so he is not with us. But we want to motivate the team that this is the human-made machine and which has been certified by HAL now. So now further we will be manufacturing helicopters in India with our Vidarbha collaboration industry and with the person and their organization name is Sri Ram Chandra Aviation Services. So I would like to felicitate next Mr. Shimpi. Sir, he is from Air India. I would request Mr. Amol to join us because he is the new entrepreneur of India. We are hoping aerosports will grow here. लास्ट हो गया आप मुझे करो मैं आपको करता हूँ वो करना पड़ेगा हो गया नहीं नहीं ये कौन है रुको एक मिनट रुको ना पहले फेलिसिटेशन करना है ना फेलिसिटेशन सबका हो गया फेलिसिटेशन हो गया ना सबका आप नाम लो यार प्लीज आई हैव नोन द नेम प्लीज नाम प्रॉपर
Ganesh Karatmal sir, please. He is a CFO, Mihan, and NMRDA also.
So behind you, you can see another miracle. What is this? Are you aware of? What is that? It's called Vitol, right? It's a new technology coming up in India. We, in our local language, called air taxi. So we are now planning to move on towards this direction also. Why we had added these all things is this is the future of India. And we, Vidarbha, we want to be first to promote these all things and come up with the ventures. So I would give a vote of thanks from Mr. No. I want to give a vote of thanks from Mr. Vishal Bangre sir, so that he will comply.
आपको फैसिलिटेट करना है। उज्जवल बांबल सर को फैसिलिटेट करना है, प्लीज आइए। चलो आप यहाँ आ जाइए।
विशाल बांगरे सर का स्वागत करेंगे मंत्री जी। His company's name is Anant Aviations.
विशाल जी के बारे में मैं एक बताना चाहूँगा। ही इज़ द वेटेनियर फ्रॉम नागपुर फ्लाइंग क्लब। तो जब भी नागपुर फ्लाइंग क्लब बंद होता है हम इनकी याद करते हैं, देन वो चालू हो जाता है। सो वी आर इन वेरी मोटिवेशनल थिंग एंड वी वांट दैट एवरी टाइम विशाल शुड कम विद सम न्यू वेंचर्स एंड ही कॉल मी वेन एवर ही रिक्वायर्स टू डू सो। सो वी आर द टीम एंड वी ट्राई आवर बेस्ट टू मोटिवेट ईच अदर एंड मेक श्योर दैट दिस वेंचर्स विल बी कंटिन्यूड वेदर इट्स अ गवर्नमेंट और अ प्राइवेट सेक्टर। And we are launching, it's a good news, we are launching a new airport near Triple IT called as Heliport India. So we are launching Heliport India with Anant Aviation and UB Associates. So there will be a MOUs, which is very, very important because हमने बातें बड़ी-बड़ी की और उसका result भी everyone will ask for it. And results we want it with the entrepreneurs, with the young generation who are in first year, second year, third year, whatever you may be. As I told, you are a 12th pass or fail, it doesn't matter. Important is that you should have an intention to do something good. So I would like to request, I would like to request everyone to join us for a discussion session so that if someone has some queries, last one person has want to have a word with us and unfortunately we are unable to do so. So, so what is the difference of aviation sector here is, you might have seen in the stalls and different areas, we had bring a venture of drone in a new way. We want now human should not be died. हम देखते हैं कि फायर फाइटर्स में इंसान जाता है, लोगों को बचाता है, पर खुद कभी-कभी अपनी लाइफ दे के आता है अपने देश के लिए, अपने हिंदुस्तानी लोगों के लिए। हम चाहते हैं और हमने ये करके दिखाया है with the help of our new venture having an drone with firefighting. So there is an expert of drone with firefighting, Mr. Rajesh sir, and he is a very veteran from all the areas and helping us to motivate drones in different sections. Rajesh. So and after that, if someone has some questions, please feel free. Experts are available for you. And this session is particularly kept after 4 only. The reason was that there is a lot of queries in the aviation area and everyone should be satisfied up to the level of their understanding.
Good evening everyone. There is a good news. Now in India we are having firefighting drone which can rise up to 65 meters. In general 23-24 माले की जो बिल्डिंग है उसकी फायर कंट्रोल करने के लिए, बुझाने के लिए ये टेक्नोलॉजी अब इंडिया में आ चुकी है। यहाँ पे वो मॉडल जो हमने बनाया है वो भी रखा है। वेरी सून वी आर स्टार्टिंग टू मास प्रोडक्शन ऑफ दैट एक्चुअली। आज हम लोग यहाँ पे कुछ रीजंस की वजह से उसका लाइव डेमो नहीं कर सके, बट वेरी श्योर कि अगर आपने रजिस्टर किया होगा तो थ्रू दैट चैनल वी आर सेंडिंग ऑल द वीडियोज़ ऑफ द live demos of the firefighting arrangements with that drone. इस ड्रोन की खासियत ये है कि इसके हम लोग 800 liters per minute, I'm talking about 800 liters per minute at the height of 65 meter, we can throw the chemical to extinguish the fire. That's the beauty of that. क्या खास है इस ड्रोन में और बाकी के ड्रोन में? इस ड्रोन में दो चीज़ें हैं. ये पानी थ्रो कर रहा है, मतलब फोम केमिकल थ्रो कर रहा है, जबकि दूसरा जो बाकी के जो ड्रोन हैं वो आइसोलेटेड है. इट इज़ हुक नियर ऑन द ग्राउंड with the piping system. So there are two different areas we have to look after. One is the static load and second is the dynamic load. Technical जो सर लोग जानते हैं या जो experts हैं, they are much aware of all those things and all those challenges. We have already worked on it, completed those all challenges. Now we are ready to mass productions basically. This is the good news. Make in India. This is the first product we are launching in India. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So there is one more surprise here. Aviation is all about surprises because it's a serious business. So we had called from Bangalore. I was interacting with a lot of team members that who wants to be a part of aviation sector in Vidarbha. So I have a core team internationally also, and they are all interacting with me. So they all are saying, sir, we want to come, we want to come. The unfortunate thing was we have an air show near in Bangalore, and the dates are very crucial at this moment. So they are unable to join us. They are ready with webinars also at this moment. Unfortunately, time is not permitting us, but we have all the webinar, and they are waiting there from US and UK and France and from Singapore. And they are asking me, you just give me the opportunity, I'll make sure you just put it on screen. I'll make sure that there will be a group of people who will get attracted. So, but I told him that one day or maybe soon, we will have a aero sports or aero venture like this. And all stalls is related with innovations of aviation, and there I assured you, I can call international team members and will make sure that air show in Vidarbha with all the ventures. So let's have a MOU with one of the Bangalore's highly competent authority making aviation a charter business, and here they are starting with air ambulance services called as YJet Aviation. Please join us, sir. Is Mr. Dinesh. He has come from Bangalore and helping us to join us. So we will have a MOU with YJet Aviation. Just have a small brief about your organization, please, sir.
Yeah, we are into complete charter service business, air ambulance service and private jet service, these type of activities. And also we are doing multiple joy rides in multiple locations all over South India. And we are planning to initiate here also in Nagpur, because one of our team member is planning to purchase helicopter in Bhopal. So in future, we will do some helicopter joyrides and promote heli charter service here in Nagpur. That is what we are planning. And also we are into spare parts and consumable business. To most of the NSOP organizations, we are supplying aircrafts, spare parts, consumables, these type of activities.
So we are doing MOU with YJet Aviation and Fly Elite Aviation Private Limited. Second is Anant Aviation having a collaboration with Cityfly USA in collaboration with Fly Elite Aviation Services and DAC Aviation for the ventures what we can collaborate here in India. Hello. The reason for MOU is very simple. There are people, we knows that when some drone get flown or some damages is there, we have to buy everything from USA, UK, France and other countries because they are the experts in manufacturing. So we want, let's have a small collaboration so that we can readily make it available in quantities so that we won't have such problems and we'll fly our aircraft safely. Next is an MOU between the Priyadarshini Engineering College and one collaboration of Vedic. Vedic is one of the organization who is running the e-learning program with Yantra Aviation Private Limited, and Priyadarshini is a college of engineering which is making a collaboration so that whatever the skill development program will be done, it will be skilled all the students in drones, in cyber security, in aircraft manufacturing, and we will provide them aircraft technicians, we will provide them aircraft manufacturers, spares, painters, structure people, and also we will provide what we called as Tector technicians. So we had started a venture for that. ये सारे वेंचर्स हुए बाहर की कंपनीज के साथ या बाहर के जो कि आज विदर्भ के पार्ट नहीं है, बट हम उनको विदर्भ का पार्ट बना रहे हैं. बट ऐसे भी कुछ सेक्टर्स है जो विदर्भ में है, एक दूसरे को पता नहीं है, बट दे आर डूइंग देयर बिजनेसेस सेपरेटली. That's the reason that we does not get united. So now let's unite with each other. We are having Anant Aviation Private Limited and Fly Elite Aviation who will give aviation services whichever way we can support it through with the help of AID team and Gargari Sahab. Thank you very much. So let me conclude and finish it out with all the compliances. Thank you all, and we are closing this aviation sector process. And thank you very much for joining. अगर किसी को queries है, I'll be come down, but delegates has to move on for other stalls and other compliances. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us.